Welcome to the women's basketball edition of Warrior Daily. Tom Gorman and Coach Lohr. Coach, unfortunately, things did not go your way last week here at the Mathi against Hillsdale and Findlay. A couple tough losses. And what was particularly tough, I think, and you could probably speak to this better than I could, leading at halftime of both games. And then those two teams really just started to get themselves on a roll. Two big runs in each game in the second half for the Chargers and the Oilers. And it's got to be difficult to take those losses that way.
Well, it certainly is a disappointment, especially with the week prior. We really felt comfortable and confident that we were gaining some momentum as a team. Without question, both of those wins on the road were very close at Hillsdale and overtime at Findlay. So we knew that this week was going to be a tough week. But, boy, realistically, not a whole lot had changed from Saturday to, even Thursday. Neither one of us had enough time to really change a game plan. And I think Hillsdale came in and they did what they do. They were steady. They shoot the three ball exceptionally well. They kind of live and die by that. And we were fortunate the first time that we played them that they weren't hitting as they typically would. And they gained some momentum in the second half. And it just seems like we have a hard time with those stops. A team will make a couple of baskets, and we're just having a hard time getting that defensive stop. And the same happened, I think, with Findlay. We were in the game, and without question, the injury and the loss of Stephanie Monroe not being with us in the second half was a factor. But defensively, the good news is that is a correctable thing that we can be working on is our defense.
Yeah, undoubtedly a tough injury to Stephanie Monroe, your starting point guard, but you've gone deep into your bench in many games, and hopefully you've got some players. You've mentioned Lena Thomas in the past and some others who will step up and fill that void if there is one for any length of time.
Lena is more than ready. She's been playing in that backup point guard position, and I think she's been doing a great job in that role, really complimenting Stephanie. And it's her time to take the reins and quarterback us. And I know she's ready. I'm more concerned about our defensive end of it and really getting our defensive stops and getting that part of our game corrected.
Well, one area that still hasn't been a problem for your team is in the rebounding category. Again, you've been on top of every opponent this year. Juanita Cochran, a big reason why, and she had 2 double-doubles last week. That's 3 in a row for her. She's a difficult matchup, I think, for most teams inside.
I agree. Stephanie has done a nice job in the past of getting the ball to Juanita. We've made that certainly a point of emphasis now with Lena moving forward, and really all 3 of our bigs with Faber Colbert and Deanna Crumpton. But Juanita has definitely been just a solid player for us. I think her first, maybe even 1 or 2 games were a little rocky. By late November, I thought Juanita was really in a good rhythm and good flow. And, we're going to certainly need her to continue to do that and pick up the void where, we're going to losing a little bit of scoring from Stephanie.
You'll be staying in the GLIAC South Division over the next couple weeks in your schedule, heading on the road this week to take on Tiffin and Ohio Dominican. You beat Ohio Dominican and lost to Tiffin before the holiday break. Tiffin, a team that is really emerging as a contender in this division. Ohio Dominican kind of on the other side of things right now, struggling a little bit. But tell me about your preparation and maybe some keys to victory this week on the road.
It was a really close game here against Tiffin. I think it was a single-digit loss for 6 points. Without question, they come with some experience in the backcourt with Mandy Chubb and Carly Mast, and they are picking up momentum right now. Our focus is to really kind of get back into our rhythm, and we're the underdog when we go to Tiffin. Tiffin has the better record. We're playing on their home floor, and we're coming off of a couple of losses. So, no time like the present, and we really need to go down there and make a move if we want to be contenders in the postseason tournament.
All right. Well, best of luck with that and with these 2 games coming up on the road. You'll be at home next week, and we'll talk next Thursday about that.
Okay. Thanks for having me.
All right. That's it for this women's basketball edition of Warrior Daily.